Hey, this is Sarah, and today I'm going to be reviewing Twilight, the first book of the Twilight series. I'm actually currently reading the second book. I know it's going to be like, why are you reviewing Twilight? Twilight's been out for ages. Well, part of the 52 books for 2012 is also looking at sort of the books I meant to read, that, everybody was reading. And I, for whatever reason, didn't get around to reading, or, I don't know what to tell you. What I will tell you is, I'm going to tell you about the book now. Okay, so, I have been mocking these books for years. Not having read them, but read little snippets of them. So, a few things. I don't know if it's just because I'm reading a digital copy, but if it is just because I'm reading a digital copy, and it's the editing for that copy or something like that, then okay, fine. Because, quite frankly, if there are as many typos in the actual physical books that people buy, I am already annoyed. We're gonna just ignore the fact that basically, okay, Twilight, if you're living under a rock, is about a girl who falls in love with a vampire who comes from a family of vampires. In the first book, we meet Bella Swan, we meet the Cullens, who are the vampires. Bella, who has been living with her mother for years now, used to visit her dad in the small town of Forks on the Olympic Peninsula of Washington State. Used to visit over the summers, and then, like at 13, she went, no, I don't want it, no. And so then she didn't have to anymore. And now, all of a sudden, her mom has married a minor league baseball player. And so she needs to watch him suck in a variety of places. So Bella is moving in with her dad now, so that her mom can go and live her dream of being a baseball wife. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how much money minor league baseball pays that apparently they can just leave I don't know. So, yeah. So, Bella is, an awkward high school girl who thinks that she isn't pretty, isn't awesome, and is completely unattractive. She basically is the embodiment, when you hear her inner monologue, of what every single teenage girl thinks about herself. So, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm awkward, nobody likes me, whole world sucks, my life is horrible. If you're a lady, odds are you know exactly what I'm talking about because you lived it. So you think of the sad, angry, miserable little girl that lived in your head when you were 15. You will know Bella Swan. You will know her, you will recognize her, you will be like, I wasn't really fond of you when we used to hang out then. I used to just hang out with you because I didn't have anybody else to hang out with, because I thought I didn't have anybody else to hang out with because I had no confidence and I didn't think I was cool. So, that's Bella. Edward, I don't even know what to say. I just don't even know what to say about the character of Edward. He's somewhere between, so you take all the sort of the positives of the classic Dracula character, the charming, the good looking, I totally want to be up in your business all the time, but I'm completely aloof, and he's literally like angst on legs. Now, let's discuss the vampire condition of these books. So, now, saying this, I was a huge Buffy fan growing up. I love anything to do with vampires. I'm really enjoying rewatching True Blood and everything. I love horror movies and anything vampire. I'm all over it. You know, that's how I work. So, vampires have fangs, cannot be in the sun because they will burn up, wooden stakes to the heart, blah 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 blah. Now these are supposed to be vampires. The only thing that qualifies them as vampires, from what I can tell, is that they are very secretive and they drink blood apparently. So, these vampires are different, and like many vampire books where you're supposed to feel bad for the vampire and, you know, stuff like that, they feed on animals instead of people. Okay. Like I said, that happens quite commonly. Okay, cool. They're venomous. Okay, well, there was a saliva-borne pathogen in Blade or something, wasn't there? So, okay, that's how you become a vampire. They bite you with their venom infects you, and then you become a vampire after 3 days of holy raging pain. That's how these vampires work. Okay, well, kind of can see it. Okay, fair enough. They don't have fangs. They just have normal teeth. And loads of venom, and I'm confused because they're venomous, and so I guess Bella can't make out with Edward, or he'll envenom her, I would assume. That's what I'm going to assume. I haven't got to a bit where they're making out yet. She's all like, oh, and he kissed me softly here and there and everywhere and whoop. And I don't know. Oh, and they don't burn up in the sun. They apparently have skin that's coated with geode. Not even just glitter like geode. You know. It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, the werewolves seem mostly right, although they appear to actually be wargs rather than actual like werewolves. I thought were either like standing up on 2 feet or like wolfy size, but these are apparently the size of a small truck. So I don't know what's going on there. I just don't know. Do you know what? I'm reading them. They're amusing. They have their place in the world. They're not a challenging read unless you have a copy that's as poorly edited as mine, in which case you keep having to go back a few pages to be like translating and figuring out what they do actually mean to be saying there. But in general, it's good fodder, it's a good easy read, and at least you say you read it. I mean, there's some of the characters are really awesome. There is some pretty cool backstory actually, and there's some bits in the books that are really awesome, and I don't know why they weren't in the movies, because they totally add to it. But they just weren't. Like a little more in depth about Carlisle and Esme and Alice. Like, totally skipped over the whole thing about Alice being from an insane asylum. That was pretty crazy. Oh, so the vampires, Bella's learning about vampire culture and stuff, and in Thunderstorms they play baseball in America because it's the American pastime, and so they can like really hit the ball and like just let loose with their crazy vampire strength. And these other vampires show up and they're all like, we'd like to eat that tasty snack, girl. And one of them apparently is very awesome at hunting, so he like decides he's gonna eat Bella. And when he almost kills her, he says that Alice, one of the sisters, he wanted to eat her. And this vampire who works at a hospital and was obsessed with her, was trying to protect her. So he turned Alice, and then basically she thought abandoned her, but actually this guy James had murdered her maker. And I don't know, it's all crazy. You get a bit more backstory. It's very interesting. Some of the bits are quite well done, I think. Although, I mean, I do stay up and read until silly o'clock in the morning, so sometimes some things just seem better than they are. I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not terrible like I expected it to be. It's not terrible like 50 Shades of Grey. It's sort of in that same vein as Harry Potter. I'm enjoying it. I'm surprised I'm enjoying it. I'm probably not enjoying it to the same degree as many other people are enjoying it. I'm probably not enjoying it for the same way. In this particular instance, I think there are a lot of times that I'm enjoying it, and then there's some times that I'm enjoying it like I enjoy reading Dan Brown because it's just so silly I'm shaking my head. So, if you too enjoy reading Dan Brown because you enjoy having a laugh, not at the humor of the book itself, but, oh, I can't believe you wrote that. You know, if you're a bit like that, you know, and you genuinely enjoy that sort of, you know, endeavor, you might actually like these. You know, they're one of those things that so many people have read them. You know, you might as well. You can knock them out really quick. You know, they're not huge. They're pretty good. I mean, you know, you get a good bit of book there from what I can tell. And then years from now, when your children rediscover them, you can laugh at them and go, I can't believe you're reading that, it was shit. And you can say it, right? Because you'll know it was shit. You won't just say that out of prejudice. So there you go. I think that's about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really great day. As always, questions, comments, suggestions for books that I should read, anything like that, put it down below or message me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much, and bye!